So the other time we did something about the CVP, which is the cost volume profit analysis. But since it is cost volume profit analysis, most people will be thinking that it's about only profit, but it's not only about profit organizations. Like non-profit organizations like churches can also use this costing method. What it helps in is like it can even help you to know your break-even point and the rest, as we did last week. Please, I hope you guys can see my whiteboard.
Yeah.
So,
That initially we know that total revenue minus total cost will give us profit. Total revenue is also the same as sales times quantity. So I replaced quantity by K. So sales times selling price times the quantity minus you know that total cost is equal to variable cost. So variable cost times the quantity. Okay, let me do it like this. Then fixed cost also all will be equal to profit. So when we break it down, we want to make the quantity. If we want to make the quantity the subject, we will SK minus variable cost is equal to profit plus fixed cost. So if we want to make K the subject here, which is the quantity, then we divide both sides by S minus, no, let's do it. So I want to make K the subject, so K into bracket S minus VC is equal to K plus FC. So if I want to make K the subject, then divide both sides by this. S minus VC. Sorry, so I'm not sure I'm talking. S minus VC. So this will cancel this. That's why we got K equals to P plus FC. So this was the reason why we arrived at that formula. So I've broken it down for us to understand the reason why we arrived at the formula. So in our book, I think they made KS. Let me see. I'm coming. I want to look out for some question again and then resolve. Then we will be done with cost volume profit analysis. So, okay, we can also simplify, for example, this to be K. Sorry, I mean, my K is the quantity, sorry. So in units, it's equal to P plus FC. P plus FC all over contribution. So simply put, it means that the selling price minus variable cost is contribution, which means that the contribution is the excess of the sales over the variable cost. So how much more, like how more is the sales more than the variable cost? So if at least your selling price is able to cover your variable cost, then it means it's rational for you to keep on producing. So if you've done economics way back, you when I think something for firms to operate, if one MC should be equal to MR and then MC should be rising. So when the firm is also able to produce to cover its variable cost, then at least the firm should be producing in economics here, way back. So I'm sure that some people have done it before. So it's the same concept here. So if the company can at least, or the firm can at least produce to cover its variable cost, then it's advisable. So when you subtract the sales from the variable cost and it's negative, then it means that it's not advisable for the firm to be producing. The firm don't shut it down. Herbal life therapy. So basically, let me look for a question and then we will try to solve it, and then we will close our chapter on this CVP. Please, at this point, is there anyone who doesn't understand anything?
I think we are okay.
Okay.
Please kindly go over. Some of us just joined, please.
Okay, so I was trying to explain or break down the reason why this is. Okay. So I was trying to break down why this formula. Most of us are seeing this formula in the book, but we don't understand how it came about. Sometimes they won't even give you the formula. But you just have to understand it. You just have to understand it so that you even without them giving you the formula, you remember by understanding. So this formula came about. We know that profit is equal to total revenue or total sales minus total cost. So we also know that total revenue is equal to selling price times quantity. So I've indicated the K to be quantity. So the K is quantity. So the K is quantity for me. So the K is the quantity for me. So the selling price times quantity, and we know that variable cost is also per unit. So the variable cost also times quantity. Then the fixed cost is fixed, so it doesn't have any quantity. And so we know that the selling price times quantity will give us total revenue. And we know that total cost is also variable cost plus fixed cost. So the variable cost is here times the quantity, you get the total variable cost, and then the total fixed cost is also here. So the sales minus the variable cost minus the fixed cost, you get your profits too. So we break it down. We want to make the quantity the subject. So that's why we group like terms. So that's what I've done. And then I brought K outside because they are common here. So I brought K outside and I placed the S and then the VC in the bracket. So we want to make K the subject. So we have to divide both sides by S minus V. S minus VC. So this is the formula. So that's the reason why we came, if you see in the slides, that's the reason why this formula is in the, when you break it down. So basically, it can also be the profit plus fixed cost all over contribution. Contribution is the selling price minus variable cost. So it simply means that how much more or how more is the selling price than the variable cost. So if the company can produce and then their price will be more than their variable cost, then it is advisable for the firm or the company to be producing. So basically, this is where we've got into right now. I hope you're okay.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You're always welcome. So let me try and then do this question. So last time I created this example that PK company produces big nyash, and then their fixed cost is 20. Okay. Fixed cost is 20, and then variable cost per unit is variable cost is, let's say, 5. And then their selling price is, let's say, 10. And then okay. So if let's say they want to, so if let's say they want to make a profit of if PK company a profit of, let's say, 40, how much, how many quantity of Nyash should he produce? Of Big Nyash, sorry. Should he produce? So here we have been given that PK company produces Big Nyash. His fixed cost is 20, variable cost is 5, selling price is 10. So if PK company wants to make a profit of 40, how many quantities should he produce? So we know that the quantity, which is K, is equal to profit plus fixed cost all over selling price minus variable cost. So we don't know K, so K should still be there. And then PK company wants to make a profit of 40. So 40 plus 20, which is the fixed cost, or how much is it? Yeah, the fixed cost is 20. All over. Yeah, the selling price is 10. Oh, yeah, the selling price is 10. Selling price is 10. Then the variable cost is 5. So it will go on down to 60 all over 5. So K is equal to 12. So if PK wants to make profit of 40, then he should produce 12 quantities of Big Nyash. Please, do we get out to this point?
No, please. I just want to ask, how did you get a 12? As we added the quantities equal to 40 plus 20, then 10 minus 5, 60 minus 5. But the K
60
is equal
divided
to
by
12.
5.
I don't get
60 divided by 5, no minus, is division. Do you get it now? Do you get it? Hello? Hello?
Hello. I just want to ask that. So meaning quantity is 12.
Yeah, quantity is 12.
Okay. I get the point now.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's say PK company wants to know the quantity he will produce to break even. Can somebody help me solve it?
Oh, that
Can somebody help me solve this one? Is anyone there? Okay. We know that at break even, profit is equal to 0. So at break-even, the company is not making any profit or loss. So it will just be K is equal to P plus FC all over S minus BC. So we know that K is equal to profit. We are not looking for any profit. So 0 plus the FC is 20 all over selling price is 10 minus 5, which is the variable cost. So it's equal to 20 over 5. So it's equal to 4. So if K wants to break even, they should produce 4. Is this difficult? Please, is this difficult?
No.
But we get it right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so meaning when you want to find the break even,
Yeah.
although profit has been given, but we will still use 0, right?
Yes. If the question mentions that break even, then you have to put the profit there as 0. Or if you like, you won't even bring it. It will be only fixed cost over selling price minus variable cost. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have like a standard question in which we can solve now?
I sent some questions in the group. So I'll resend it. Those of you who couldn't try your hands on it, you try your hands on it and then at least you DM me with the answer. If it's correct,
I just joined, that's why.
Okay. It's similar like this now. If it's correct, fine. If it's not correct, I'll correct you. So I hope you understand this. Tomorrow we will go to absorption costing, and then on Wednesday, we also go to marginal cost, and then we will catch up with say. I hope everything is fine. This is just a first lecture and what. So some people said they didn't understand what was in the video. So I've re-explained it here.
Okay. Wait. This side, can you go over it again? The TR minus TC is equal to P.
Okay. The TR is total revenue minus TC, total cost, is equal to profit, as we know already. So if you want to break it down, we know that TR is equal to sales times quantity. So I've replaced quantity by the this thing K, the variable K. You get it? I've replaced it by K. So we know that TC's total cost is also equal to variable cost plus fixed cost, right? But if I place them in the bracket, I would have brought the plus. But since they are not in the bracket, I've just left it in the form of sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost, which is this fixed cost is the total cost, right? The fixed cost and labor is it when you add them, you get a total cost. So that's what I've done here. And I've broken it down. They are all equal to profit still. So we want to make quantity the subject. So making the quantity the subject, so we have to group like them. So the one which has K in them, they are in one side. And then the one which doesn't have K, they've also gone to the other side. This was, the first cost was negative, it has crossed, so it has become positive. Now, that's what you are seeing here. So now I bring K outside and then put the S minus V into bracket because the K is common here. So the K is outside, as you can see. And then the S minus V is inside. But I still want to make K the subject. So I have to divide both sides by S minus V. So S minus V, S minus V. So you will see that S minus V will cancel out S minus V. So it will be equal to P plus this FC, the same thing over the S minus V. So that was the reason why we have this formula in the book. Do you get it?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. One of our boss said factorization. So I hope we get it up to this point. So this evening I'll pile up some questions right now, and I'll be dropping them. So you try your hands on it. You DM me with the answers. If you try your hands on it, you DM me with the answer. If you don't, if you are wrong, I'll correct you. There's no way I'm not posting whatever we talk about anyway. Even if you want to give me girlfriend, we won't talk it. We won't talk about it anyway. So you can just DM me. So basically, I mean, we are done for we are done for today. Today we will
Serious.
Charlie, God bless you.
God bless you.
That's much appreciated, Charlie.
Tomorrow we'll be moving
Well,
on.
thank you.
So you can start reading on it so that if you have any questions, you ask so that it will make tomorrow's lecture lubricative.
Hey.
Where's what?
Brafono.
Basically, I mean,
A person is such a actually.
Okay, so are we done?
Yeah, we are done for today.
Actually,
I actually thought this last week, but some people said so they don't understand. That's why I've gone over it again. So I'm sure say now we are all so tomorrow.
actually, I mean, we all understand now.
Basically, we understand now.
Yeah, man.
So I join it. We do beg then post for the group inside.
I will post the video.
Okay.
The Nyash is still small. So PK, your company, how many Nyash do you want to produce? Your company, how many Nyash? Hey. Hey, 1 billion. Okay. Okay. So when God willing,
1 billion is too small.
1 billion too is small. Hey.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, so thank you for joining.